It's been very clear since the International Olympic Committee was first asked by the Chinese to hold the Olympics in Beijing that the Beijing leadership has had a political agenda for the Olympic Games. They have wanted to host the Games in Beijing, in China, as a way of demonstrating to the world that this is not the same China as the China of the 1960s and 70s under Mao, not the same China, historical China that people in the rest of the world know as a country that's desperately poor, not the country of the Tiananmen massacre of 1989. They want to demonstrate to the world a new China, a prosperous China, a China full of enthusiastic people who are doing well in their lives. They wanted to do this both as a signal to the rest of the world that China has arrived, and also to say to the Chinese people, look, the rest of the world respects us. They are coming to our doorstep. They are coming to honor our achievements. I think that all along has been the motivation of the Chinese leadership. As the Olympics have begun, we've seen more complex and more nuanced reporting on the part of Western journalists covering the Olympics. About 20 or 30,000 correspondents have arrived, and I think they are reporting on the complexities of China rather than the simplicities that they knew from afar before they got there. And I think the dominant theme that's come through in the reporting, which again should have been clear to people who knew China beforehand, was this is not Hu Jintao's Olympics. This is not the Communist Party's Olympics. This is the Chinese People's Olympics. And the journalists, NBC and others who go around sort of taking the temperature of the Chinese people see an overwhelming enthusiasm and a sense of pride over hosting these Olympics. And that should give, I think, outside commentators pause in just assessing what are the Communist Party's motivations in hosting these Olympics, to see how ordinary Chinese are reacting. Now, that said, China, in hosting these games, is making a demonstration of its taking its rightful role in the international community. And when you do that, you can't do it exclusively on your own terms. You have to measure up to international standards. And some of those international standards clearly are not the standards of the Chinese government and the Chinese Communist Party. So I think the Olympics have been useful in holding up a mirror to China, both for outsiders and for Chinese alike. Say some of their conduct with regard to visa issuance, with regard to the internet. I think this was unforgivable on the part of the Chinese, on the part of the Chinese authorities, and I would hope that they would draw some conclusions afterwards about whether it was really worth it.